welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, so I'm doing Top 5 Wednesday. I am changing the topic because I didn't like the topic. So I'm doing my own topic, and it is 5 books that I have DNF'd, and I will tell them why. Now, I apologize. I just printed up the books on my printer, and apparently I need toner. So these are not... the images aren't going to look so great. They're not in the right color. They came out more like a yellowy, yellow and black. So I'll show you the pictures, but I apologize for not having the right ink color. So anyway, the first book is no surprise because I have done this in the past in one of my videos. I got up to book 4. It's a graphic novel, and I DNF'd this one. I'm trying to fold the page. It is Asada book. This is book... I don't know if this is book 4. Yeah, this is book 4. I stopped reading on book 4. I read 1, 2, and 3. 1 I really liked, and then 2, 3, and by the 4th one, I was like, why am I torturing myself reading this? I don't really enjoy it. It was jumping around a lot, and there was some sexual images. I felt like I was reading porn, so I didn't really like it so much. So anyway, so this is the first one. Okay, the second one. This was a book that I read this past year, and the coloring on this book is not right. I think the coloring is blue, the original, but it printed up in yellow. The book that I started to read, I took it out from the library and I returned it. I had to, I didn't have enough time to read it, and I just wasn't really interested in it anyway, so I returned it. It's Descent by Tim Johnson. It's this one here. I started reading it, and it was getting good, and then I was like, I had to return it to the library, and I was like, I'm not really interested anyway. The teacher that was also reading it with me continued on, and she said, I'm glad that you stopped it because there was lots of torture of a girl, and she said she like couldn't sleep after she read it. So I DNF'd this one. So okay, the next one I picked up. I wanted to read something from another author that I haven't read yet. I'm trying to read something else by her right now, but I tried picking up Jojo Moyes' book, The Girl You Left Behind, and it was this one, and I read the like first 2 chapters and I just was not into it. It happens in 1916. There's a French war or something. I didn't like the writing style at all, and I was jumping around, so I just totally sent it back to the library. I was like, I'm not enjoying this, so I sent it back. And I am enjoying the one I'm reading now, Me Before You, so it's a totally different topic. So I don't know if I don't like history type books, except for the Holocaust. I always read the Holocaust books, but regular history, this is a 1916 French artist or something. I don't know. I just didn't really like it, so I sent it back. And the next book I was reading for the Continental Read-a-thon. This was a Asian author, I think. And I was reading it. I did enjoy what I read, but I had to return it to the library, so I DNF'd this one as well. It's Get a Life by Nadine Gordimer. It was about a guy who has thyroid cancer, and it was more like his family was telling the story, not him, and how it affected them. So it was a little depressing, so I sent it back to the library. I'm not going to finish it, so I sent it back. And the last book was an audio book that I DNF'd. And this is going to be a surprise because Lindsay Ray really likes this one. and she listened to it on audio, and then she bought the book afterwards. And I just listened to it on audio, and I stopped it in the middle of it. I just couldn't I couldn't focus on the story, and I got annoyed with the cursing. So the girl, The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. So I DNF'd this one. I think I listened to at least a quarter of it, and then I got fed up, and I was like, and I'm not enjoying this, I'm just gonna stop. So I DNF'd this one. So those are the 5 books that I DNF'd recently, and I actually have them in my Goodreads. I have a folder that says DNF. I'm going to start putting the books in that I started and DNF'd, and noting them as donated, giving the books away back to the library, or giving them away, the books. So those will be, I will list it in my Goodreads. If you follow me on Goodreads, you can follow that as well. So right now, these are the only 5 that I have in there. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.